But like I was saying, he's a loving God. He's a forgiving God. Because when he was on the cross in the movie, I think it was the when when they put him on the cross and everything like that, that he shed his blood for us. There was a guy on his right side. If you're watching a movie, he's gonna be on the right side. It was a guy on the right side, and he told Jesus, he said, when you go back with the Father, remember me. That's clearly what he said, because he was one of the one that he was a sinner. And when he realized that Jesus wasn't a sinner at all, that he was perfect, that's when he realized that people messed up, like the people who were there, hitting him and whipping him and judging him off the bat. Like that's really me personally. I watched that movie one time, and I don't like watching that movie personally, because it's just pure, like, it's pure hurt, like it's pure sadness, you know what I'm saying? Because it hurts you, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you have a connection. That's a connection. Now if you just watching a movie and you're like, I don't care for it, you know what I'm saying? You don't care for it, that's on you. But when I watched that movie of God getting hit and everything happening with him, that actually connects with me, and that hurts. At the end of the day, that hurts. So it's like it has an affection, it has a toll on my life. Like it actually hurts, because they're hitting somebody that you care about. You know what I'm saying? In that time, you couldn't do nothing about it because you was not even thought of. But it still hurts, you know? So we going to keep reading with verse 16. I was talking a little too much, you know what I'm saying? But when thoughts come to your mind, is rather you say it instead of not saying it, because that might be something that somebody's hearing or wanting to hear. You know what I'm saying? Number 6 says, the lines have fallen for me in pleasant places. Indeed, I have a beautiful hindrance, hindrance. Hold on. I bless the Lord who gives me counsel in the night. Also my heart instructs me. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is my right hand. I shall not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad, and my whole being rejoices. My flesh also dwells struck secure, for you will not abandon my soul to Sheol, or let my Holy One see corruption. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there fullness of joy. Your right hand are pleasures forevermore. Amen. So like I was saying, you know what I'm saying, like glad, what the hell, God literally told us, like right there, like, clearly said on verse 15, chapter 15, the who swears in his own hurt and does not change. If you have physical, like physical pain, like for real, like just horrible pain or anything like that, pray about it. Like, pray about it. You know why? You know why I could say this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm experienced. Because you only talk what you experienced. So just like I talked about forgiving people, I experienced it, so I could speak about it. But You know why I say that. You know why I say that. Why do I say that? Because when you're in pain, right? Just like me, when I started reading the Bible, literally like a couple minutes ago, literally a couple minutes ago, I started getting a headache. Like literally, I started just a horrible headache on my left side, and I prayed about it. I prayed about it. Yes, I still feel it around. It's not bad, but you can still feel like the pressure and everything like that. I'm not worried about it. You know why I'm not worried about it? Because God is fixing that. God is dealing with that on His own time. You know what I'm saying? Because you could pray about it. It doesn't go straight away, but you have faith that it's gonna leave. So when I start reading the word, it clearly goes away, but when I start talking, that's when it comes up. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you just pray about it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through a bad situation, just pray about it. You know why you got to pray about it? Because honestly, we got to talk to God every day, every hour of the minute of the day. It don't matter what you're going through. That's why He clearly says, pray when you're happy, pray when you're sad, and pray when you're sad, happy, and mad. Because literally, when you're mad, you pray about it. When I'm mad, I walk. I talk to myself. You feel me? And sometimes I have conversations with God. Like literally, I have conversations like if He's sitting next to me. That's how crazy it is. That's how good it is, because you know why? Like, let's say I talk to my friends. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put question marks. We're gonna put exclamation marks, because you don't have friends in this life. You realize that. When you're young, you don't realize that. Like me, when I was young, I didn't realize that. I'm still young, but more kind of understanding in that part. I realize that now. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize that when you're in middle school or in elementary school, because that's all you make is friends. But when you really get to an older part of your life, like 19, me, 19, physically, mentally, I understood that when you come into when you start growing up and everything like that, everybody start parting ways. So when you don't speak to that person, or that person just completely blocks you and start talking to you, it's like you're like, what did I do? And it's like you don't even know what you did, but you just keep moving. Why? Because those people were never meant for your life. You know what I'm saying? Like those people were just there just because either one, you used to hang out in school, or two, you got money. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you got good money. So it's like it's never good. And also, one thing, when you start having a relationship with God and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? When you start having a real good relationship and everything like that, I always prayed and I always said, take the people who are not supposed to be by my side. Take the people who are meant to leave. Take them out of my life. Literally, take them out of my life. And what happened? Those people left one by one. They're not going to leave literally the whole thing. No. They're going to leave one by one. If either a situation happened, an argument, a fight, it don't matter. But that's when you realize, you got to part ways. I'm saying you got to part ways. It don't matter if it's a 9-year relationship, a friendship. It don't matter how long it is. No matter how long it is. I had a friendship from here to middle school. From middle school all the way to here. And literally. And it's like people part away. You know what I'm saying? People part away like literally. Like there's no real friendship. The only friendship I would say is literally your mama. Not even. God. God and your mama. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't put God. You can't put your mama on top of everything. That's the thing. You got to put God on top of everything. So literally it's God. Because God was there from the jump. You know what I'm saying? He chose you from the jump. He created us from the jump. He made us in His image from the jump. So it's so serious. It's like that's why when a prophet comes to you and a prophet tells you, God said you gotta watch your circle. Watch your circle. Watch your circle. I took that to heart. Watch my circle. That's why there's nobody around my circle. Literally, nothing. Nobody. There's no humans around my circle. Only God. literally.